Kenya Power, lighting up the nation. Darkness and doom are a thing of the past in the city in the sun. Kenya Power's technical team has been up and about Nairobi City County, making the city safer and brighter through their street lighting efforts as the business fraternity gears towards a 24-hour economy, one street light at a time.
Currently, we are doing installation of street lights along the westlands through Kileleshwa, Kilimani, up to Ngong Road.
Traditionally, Kenya Power has been providing electricity for many business premises, institutions, and homes in Kenya.
The installation involves laying of an underground L.E.D network. The L.E.D network will carry 240 volts, the same size of voltage that you can use in the house.
The street lighting project was commissioned by the national government and rolled out in the year 2014.
This road was constructed about 3 years ago and was commissioned, but the street lights were not installed. However, the pillars were done, but the cables and the lamps were not installed. So we have been given this task to lay the cables and install the street lights and commission the project.
Basically before, kuna certain capacity there ulikuwa unapita, it's total darkness, huoni anything. So unapita uko like, anyone akipita tu kando yako, inakupa hiyo mstuko kidogo, unaona? But at least since zimewekwa, you can stay at least up to late, unaweza pitia anytime, then you're not really worried about your safety and all.
Nimekaa hapa Harambee kwa muda ya karibu 6 months bila taa. Na kwa kusema ukweli, kulikuwa na shida sana hapa. Mumefanya jambo la maana na jambo la muhimu, sababu hata hapa watu walikuwa wananyang'anywa kuanzia saa 2 kwa giza.
Vijana walikuwa wanashikana pale wananyang'anya watu. Another iko na ingine iko hapa wamenyang'anya watu. Tumeteseka sana. Fundi tumeleta wengi wala kuja wanatengeneza, then wanashikisha hizo mawaya, saa zingine ina melt, tunashinda hivyo.
Saa zingine tunaita watu wa kukuja kutengeneza light, wanakuja wanachukua 4,000, kichukua 4,000 hiyo imeenda. Baada ya 1 week mwingine anakuja anasema atatutengenezea street light, anachukua 4,000 inaenda. Sasa tumekuwa tukitoa hivyo pesa.
Kenya Power has been in charge of the implementation. The street lighting project aims to facilitate provision of sustainable, efficient, and effective lights in and around Nairobi.
The road comes all the way from Westlands roundabout through Kileleshwa, Yaya Center, up to Ngong Road. It's a distance of about 13.5 kilometers with the various other branches, like this road we are standing along is L.E.D Road.
And we started from Westland roundabout. The stretch I'm supposed to cover is from Westland roundabout. I go to Keleleshwa roundabout. We have this roundabout of Olengoroni, Oloitoktok, and all way to Yaya Center up to the junction to Ngong Road.
Kenya Power has completed over 275 city streets with another 508 streets and roads currently wrapping up implementation.
The other projects that we are doing other than this are rehabilitation of all the street lights in Nairobi, where we are going through various roads, doing inspections and assessing what has been damaged, what is not working, and then we are carrying out design and estimate of the costs for replacing those old and faulty lights. So you'll find our staff working along all major roads and streets in Nairobi to replace street lights.
The project began with mapping areas where there were street lights on Kenya Power infrastructure. This was done consultatively with the county government officials.
This program organized by the Kenya Power and Lighting together with the sub-county to ensure that assistant county commissioners, the chiefs and assistant chiefs have been trained on issues of safety, public safety and security awareness. These are very important and timely training, realizing that Kenya Power has a bigger mandate to provide electricity that is safer, and we realize that we need to partner up. As a department, we are able to reach to the grassroots. We have the chiefs, the village elders, and we'll be able to partner with Kenya Power and Lighting when it comes to security of the vital installations, when it comes to issues of power way leaves, and the public safety, the message getting to the ground to ensure that our people are safe. We have had instances of even school children being electrocuted, and yet power is supposed to add value to our lives, not to actually destroy lives.
The street light we are installing on this 13.5 kilometer is an automated one. It is automated in a manner we don't involve our manpower to go and switch on or to switch off. We have a switch gear that is a photocell that can detect the intensity of light. You will notice when you move around along the roads that I've tried to mention, we have already portions that are lighting. In the evening hours, you'll notice that the lights goes on. And in the morning, you only notice that the lights are switched off. What is happening? That is because of this unautomated switchgear. That is a photocell. A photocell is an electronic device that can determine the intensity of light. When there is bright light, it is an actuator that will cause a contactor, a switch that is controlling that light. It determines when there is bright light, it activates that switch to open the circuit. And when there is this kind of darkness, that is what I'm talking about, the intensity, it actuates the switch to switch on. That is when you'll notice that the lights are coming on.
Today I've realized that power has become cheap and it is more accessible, more than the way people do think. And the power people are in the ground. So accessibility and connection is very fast than the way people can think of. And it is advisable that as much as we are the people who are on the ground, we are very happy and will continue sensitizing people so that they can go even to the nearest place, which is Huduma Center, which is nearer to the community, so that they can be connected.
Kenya Power technical team went ahead to rehabilitate all streetlights and install new LED streetlights, particularly on the missing link roads connecting Westlands and Ngong Road via Kilimani and Hurlingham Estates, stretching 13.5 kilometers, a project completed in 10 days.
We expect to install 705 lamps, and we are using LED lamps. That is light emitting diode lamps. These are lamps which are more efficient than the old lamps that we were using before, which were high pressure sodium.
This public safety initiative is extremely important because we believe that in as much as we are providing power which will change people's lives positively, that power has to be safe for the people. We do not believe in losing any life. Our mission is to ensure that no Kenyan loses his life as a result of using electricity. And these forums, this public safety campaign that we are rolling out through public barazas and other forums is to ensure that we reach out to the widest public, ensure that people are informed. We believe that when everyone is informed about electricity-related hazards, then people will be more careful and will not be having any accident related to electricity.
And I believe the knowledge that our officers have been able to get will go a long way in going to the ground, so that our people use electricity, they protect the power lines, they protect the installations, to ensure that we use power more efficiently and in a safe way.
Priority areas covered in this project are vibrant in industrial production and commerce. For example, industrial areas such as Babadogo, Kariobangi and the industrial area, SMEs and Juakali areas of Kamukunji and Gikomba, business centers such as the CBD, Buruburu, Westlands, Isili, Kahawa West and Embakasi.
So that at the end of the day, the economy depends highly on power. And we would like to partner up to end this issue of vandalism. This is also one of the threats to our national economy. And I believe the partnership that is growing today and roping in wananchi through public barazas and other safety meetings that we are planning will go a long way to ensure that the mandate that Kenya Power and Lighting has to provide efficient and cheaper power for our people, even in the slums, through the Umeme Mashinani program, we're able to come up with the structure owners and come up with a program to ensure that our people get safe power and they are able to go on with their lives, they create jobs and at the end of the day grow the economy.
Other than the main street lights on the roads, we are also installing high masts with floodlights, especially in people settlement areas like Ibera, like Mukuru, other slums like Deep Sea, so that the insecurity that used to be there, the darkness that used to be there before, is not experienced anymore.
You'll notice that excavation has been done. This is one process whereby for us to undertake the installation of these lightings, we need to do the excavation and maintain a certain depth. Here we are maintaining a certain depth to protect the public, that is giving safety to the public. Now, having done that excavation, we lay now our cables and then bury. We put a precautionary. You have noted wherever power lines are crossing, you will notice that we have these Hatari slabs. The Hatari slabs, these are cautionary. These are cautionary to the public. It is a notice that underground, below there is something dangerous to your life.
Over 4,200 streetlights have been replaced from the current high-pressure sodium yellow lights to light-emitting diodes to save on energy costs and for better visibility.
The main reason why we are using the LED lamps is that they are more long-lasting than the high-pressure sodium lamps.
We have had an advantage over these lamps. You will notice that on power consumption, they consume very little power, and the output is so nice.
And then they're going to be able to emit more light so that users along the road, be it motorists or pedestrians, will be able to see more light.
Kenya Power has involved county governments heavily in a bid to come up with solutions, counter cases of vandalism and accidents on the new streetlight infrastructure, which has been recorded at an average 4 cases per week.
This workshop today was about talking to the provincial administration, inviting them to partner with that to fight crime that is directed to our equipments, to make power supply safer, so that at the end of the day, at the close of the business, we'll be able to supply quality power supply to our customers in a safe and efficient manner.
Arrest them, take them to court, and they be charged, so that we can get at least a way to move power. Because there is an establishment by the members of parliament, there is an act in relation to all this. Why can't we use this act maximally, charge them in court of law, and they pay us?
The government had really put a lot of effort. Kenya Power, in partnership with the World Bank, has brought up a program that is going on right now. We have a program called GPOPA, where the informal settlement are being, we deliver power almost for free. The World Bank is giving 19,000 per every connection. The Kenya Power is contributing 11,000. And the residents of those informal settlements are only paying 1,060 shillings. What does that mean to them? I mean, at the end of the day, we've legalized the issue of connectivity of power to them. We've really brought down the cost of connection of power to those who are not able to raise such kind of fund. So what we are appealing to them is for them to embrace the kind of programs that we are bringing on board is a program that will really help them and legalize their power and ensure that we get connectivity in those slums so that we don't get issues of illegal connections that will really impact definitely on safety and security issues at the end of the day.
Since will give us to sensitize our people within the lower level, and we'll have to sensitize them so that we can eradicate illegal connection, we can reduce the deaths that occur because of the illegal connections within our areas. And basically will make the community to get more informed of how they can acquire or they can get connected cheaply, and how they can have access to the power which is now given to the full percentage of the government.
We have teams which have been brought from other branches in the country, combined with the teams which you have in Nairobi, and they've been working for the last 2 or so months in all parts of Nairobi on that exercise.
To effectively curb the vice, Kenya Power is seeking support from members of the public in safeguarding equipment that serve them through community policing and by reporting suspects to the authorities.
The main aim is so that we can enhance security, especially at night. We're also looking at promoting a culture of 24-hour economy so that people are able to work past 6 o'clock when it's dark without any fear.
Lakini vile hii light imekuja, tumeona utofauti kubwa sana. Wale watu ambaye wamefanya hii kazi, muendelee hivyo hivyo, na Mungu azidi kuwalinda, kuwabariki, na mufanyie mahali pengine hivyo pia.
So we are now people of this area, we are very happy because these lights, kwa sababu zenye sehemu yenye imewekwa mpata tuko happy, kwa sababu kulikuwa na wizi afu kuna brightness. Sasa unapata wizi saa inafunguza compared to the nini hapo kitambo penye ilikuwa. So we are very grateful. Thanks a lot.
So tumeteseka sana kwa saa hii. Tumeona iko different kubwa sana. Ukikaa pale unaangalia huko kwa polisi huko, hakuna kitu hatuoni saa hii kwa dakika hii. Saa hii tunashukuru sana, tunasema asante na Mungu awabariki sana kwa kazi yenu.
Saa hii vile mnaona watu wanatembea, kama ingefika saa 3 hamungeona mtu hapa, sababu kulikuwa na giza kabisa, na watu walikuwa wanaingia manyumbani mapema sana. Hata saa 3:30 haikuwa inapata watu, hamungeona mtu hapa nje ule ambaye anatembea. Kila mahali, kila corridor kulikuwa na na giza, na mambo ilikuwa mambo magumu sana hapa. Hata mtu akijificha kwa corridor huwezi muona. Lakini ninahisi nimefurahi sana kwa sababu ya kuona hizi light sasa. Hata watu wanaweza tembea hata mpaka saa 7 ya usiku. Mtu akikuwa mbali huko police line na ule yuko Uhuru mwisho anaonekana, na unajua ni nani anakuja. Lakini hapo before ungejua.
The task we are undertaking here, we have had various challenges. One, the roads were constructed and some provisions are not available. We have resolved into improvising because we are now in the engineering scope. We must have a solution to that. The work has been very massive. The period that we were to do this job was short, but as we are speaking, we are left with very few days, only very few days. But for the last few days since 10th up to today, about 85 to 90% have already been accomplished.
This project will result in better service quality and improve environmental standards due to reduced energy consumption and the minimization of operating and maintenance costs.
This is an exercise we expect to finish around June this year.
Better lit streets will also be safer for pedestrians and motorists alike.